And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk program. Got another good one for you. No, we do. We have the first. There's a. Well, I'm gonna control myself. I'm gonna control myself. It's very exciting seeing what's happening in the world of cryptocurrency. If you look at the perspective of an investor, if you looked at the perspective of long term, like for the rest of our lives, this crypto, see, if you look at the term of a dumbass, what's the price of this crypto today? Is it up or down? See, this is where people are going to get financially booty raped, okay? Their booty hole's going to get blown out to that big because they focus on dumb shit. They have price predictions. On their program, they're having price predictions. I'm like, wow. That's like, okay, everybody, $20, and you get to suck some dick. I mean, that's like the dumbest fucking shit. That's so sad. You got people paying influencers. What do you think is going to happen with this? Well, the oil market. Hold on now. Let me suck my boyfriend's dick really quick. Hold on. Okay. I'm like, wow. What we do on Crypto Hulk Show is we focus on fundamentals. What is going on in the crypto industry? What partnerships are being formed? What use case is being taken care of? How will this crypto fundamentally change the way we do business? Price doesn't even come up in this program at all. Now, if we talk about a crypto and it bumps and pumps and you make money or not, that doesn't fucking matter to me. In 2025, man, I must have made 15, 20 grand off this channel, bumping and pumping and dumping. And some of you guys made 40, 50, 60 grand. I already know. And that's all fun and games and stuff. I mean, but okay, let's say you made 60. What the fuck is that? That can't even get you a decent car. Like, that's like an average car nowadays. Look at the average price of a car, $55,000. I'm going to talk about Honda Civic or none of that shit. Something decent, not something for an 18-year-old college student or something, right? You need to have 70, 80, 90 for something that's good. And I'm not meaning great, something good. But I guess it would depend on your meaning of good, huh? We're going to show today there's a first that happened with BitGo, and it's important. No, I'm sorry. You're not going to be rich tomorrow. Oh, man, Crypto Hulk. I don't know if I can take it anymore. Well, you can sure take your boyfriend's dick up your ass, can't you? These fucking dumb motherfuckers leaving these comments and shit on the channel. These people have to be like brain dead. They focus on the dumbest shit. Well, the WiseXRP is at $1.68. Ha ha ha! I'm smarter than Crypto Hulk. Ha 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 ha! That's their life goal. It's so fucking sad. Do you think you come up on my radar? No, because you're a fucking dumbass. I don't care. Other people that run crypto channels, I don't give a fuck what they have in their program. See, I trust me, myself, and I. I do my research. I make the connections. I find shit nobody else has. I don't need to watch it. I stopped watching these other channels. It's so fucking ridiculous. Oh, man. Let's get into this. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm sick of the dumb shit channels with all their price predictions and little fucking scams and shit. I don't know anything about cryptocurrency. I don't know anything about financial advising. I'm the worst person you want to listen to. Everything on my show is fake. I lie like hell. This show will get you financially destroyed. That's my goal. I use so much drugs, heroin, cocaine, opium, and shit. I snort it, inject it, eat it, all kinds of stuff. I need to publicly announce that. That's my disclaimer to you. Now, let's get into this news. This is massive about BitGo. I want you guys to see this. Oh, man. This 2-3 years ago, when the crypto space had fucking brains. Article, like they're doing something to manipulate all these prices, okay? They're manipulating all these prices. Something is going on. Listen to this news. BitGo becomes, let me show you what BitGo is first. It has a really neat website. It's nice and neon-y and shiny and science-y. Look at their website. I drive a Japanese luxury sedan. It's a 2009. Hey, you know what? It doesn't. I had an uncle. I'm gonna tell you. Okay, I had my mother's cousin. I'm gonna give you a little background story in Crypto Hulk. So you can kind of see where I came from and how I grew up and shit. So that way, not that you care, because I don't care if you care. It's so that when I give you an opinion, you'll know some of my background and my work history and this and that. So when I say, okay, now Crypto Hulk's opinion is, that gives you some reference. Okay, here's a guy, he came from this and that. And he used, so when I go over news, some people want my opinion, I'll throw it in. And then that just helps you look at my perspective. Why would Crypto Hulk say this? Why would he say that? So I'm just trying to help fill you in. Then we'll get back on track. We had my mom's second cousin or something show up years ago, Charlie. And he was like a doctor, I believe. Shit, like. And I wanted to go work for him as like 18 years old and learn how to be a physical therapist. I would have been fucking rich right now. But mother's like, no. She had another family member that did that. They promised, oh, I'll work for you, Charlie, for 2 or 3 years when I get done with school, because he was going to help you get through school and stuff. And the person like worked for him for 6 months and then left. And I'm like, Mom, I'm not going to do that to your uncle or your cousin. Oh, no. You can't go work for him. It's just somebody already burned his bridge. I don't want you to. I'm like, are you serious? So I've had a lot of opportunities in life that I had ambition for, and they just didn't happen and stuff. But Charlie came to visit when I was about, I don't know, 17 years old. Now, I didn't know how well connected this guy. I only found out all of how, let's say, rich Uncle Charlie was after he left. So he showed up. He had a Chrysler Town and Country minivan. Now, I guess he rented it. And we went to like Hungry Hunter or something like that, some kind of restaurant, if I remember right. He was just like the nicest, normal kind of guy, wife and a couple kids. His kids are always poking each other and punching each other and stuff. Typical boys that are about, I think they were about 13 or something. One would shove the other one and they'd giggle. Then one would punch one. Whatever the fucking kids do, stupid shit like that. So they came to visit and we went to like Hungry Heart. It was a place like, today would be like a Sizzler. It was, I think, better than a Sizzler, but it's still kind of like close to Sizzler. Or, I don't know, maybe it's close. So we met him. He's a great guy, nice person, always happy and funny. And then they left and we left and okay. Come to find out, this guy ran like, now he didn't seem rich at all. I think his clothes reminded me of J.C. Penney's, because at that point I was into buying clothes. I worked at like, I had a job at like a Macy's or something when I was a teenager. So I always had nice, I was fitted out like the best in the school, man, because that shit was important to me. Cars and clothes and maybe something else. But he didn't strike me as a rich guy at all. His clothes looked like they were J.C. Penney or whatever. I mean, he was dressed nice, but I was like, I knew about clothes. So I'm like looking him up and down, looking at his car and where we're eating. I'm like, but I didn't know about if he was rich or not. And then he just seemed like a nice uncle or something. And then later, I heard my mom talk about this guy like owns a physical therapy hospital and shit and has like professional sports teams coming in and out of there. And I'm like, what? And then at one point he said, yeah, I was invited to go to a Miami Dolphins party last week. And I didn't want to go because I don't really like football players, like to party with them or whatever. And I heard him say that. I'm like, oh, wow. I wonder how we got invited to a Miami Dolphins post-game party and shit. That's kind of interesting. Well, he's the fucking doctor of the teams and stuff down in Florida and shit. And one thing I learned is that it doesn't, like the guys talk about his 2009 car. That's what stuck in my head. I mean, he was happy. He's got a great family. They love each other and stuff. And the family appeared happy and normal. And he just didn't go around looking rich, you know? And so the guy, whoever in here is talking about the 2009 luxury car is probably a joke or something, or maybe it's real. That shit doesn't matter. It's what you're happy with. And that's what I'm kind of showing you. Eventually, you're all going to be rich. Now, some of you are going to be more rich than others because you got more into crypto and stuff. But whatever your current circumstances now, that's not your life. So whatever, if you believe, whatever circumstance I've been in life, I've never believed this is my life. I put in my head an image and I burn it in there in my heart about what I am, who I am. These circumstances, this ain't me. And at one point I was homeless, stealing food from like Kroger, Safeway, whatever you want to call it. Kind of couch surfing at somebody's house in between. Like it was just, and then at one point it was this really shitty ass motel room. It was all bad. But still in my head, I'm like, this ain't me. I was in survival mode. I'm going to start using drugs and be homeless. I'm going to be a fucking bum. No. I'm like, these are fucked up circumstances. I will get through this. I'm going to imagine. That's where the power of intention comes in. I'm going to imagine, like, who am I? I am who I say I am. I am who I say I am. My circumstances do not determine where I'm at. I don't care if you're sitting in jail cell or whatever. You can become who you want. And then you start attracting that from the universe. It attracts to you and things can change. Now, so if you make a big enough dent in the universe, like you're going to jail for life, well, then you need to have a dent in your heart. You need to have that much willpower to get you out of that shit. And sometimes it can happen. Sentences can be overturned and this and that. Weird stuff. You can get pardoned by a president and shit. Like there's always that possibility. But when you give up hope, that nothing will ever change. I'm in jail for the next 30 years. You just never know. But your life becomes what you think it is. And that's where we're going to wrap up that. So let's go with this. Where is life going to become with this BitGo? Let's look at this right here. Because this is massive right here. I'm saying all this stuff. CryptoHawk, you're talking about the future and lives. Okay. This is one of those. I had to tell you this because this article right here is a sign that we are on our way. It's not going to be tomorrow, so sit your fucking ass down, put on your seatbelt, put on your little headphones so you don't have to listen to that irritating person. BitGo becomes federally chartered bank. This is massive. BitGo has become the first, let me repeat this again, not Bank of America, not Wells Fargo, no other bank, no other financial institution. BitGo has become the first publicly traded now. Now, Ripple became a charter bank, but it's not publicly traded, is it? Oh, that's right, CryptoHawk. Aha, this is what I'm talking. Ripple will never be publicly traded unless they give up all their government connections and their secret sauce stuff. Then they'll basically, if you cut the balls off of Ripple, then it can be publicly traded. Because how are you going to have Russia and China? What if they team up and get 51% share voting power of Ripple? Wouldn't that kind of suck? Yeah, it would. So Ripple ain't going to become, okay, Ripple's like a trust bank, whatever. It's not even like a real bank. They can't even hold money and this and that. And they can't do a whole lot of shit. So these trust banks are a little bit different than a regular, quote, bank, okay? Then you throw in publicly traded. Let's continue. BitGo has become the first publicly traded, federally chartered digital asset infrastructure company. Notice we're not talking about it being a bank. It's a infrastructure company, which follows its listing on the New York Stock Exchange, and final approval is from the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency to operate as a national trust bank. So this infrastructure company will act as a trust bank, publicly traded. That's massively important right there. The firm's federal charter will enable it to provide, listen to this, regulated custody. Oh, wallet infrastructure. They're going to have wallets, settlement. Oh, man. And other related services. Oh, God, they're all ready to go. Yes, they are. They got the green light to do staking, DeFi, like you fucking name it, they got the permission to do it from the OCC. Everybody, this is the first time this has ever happened in the United States. Guess what? We're going to start seeing, I don't know if you've noticed, but every day I read a program out here, every day I have a show, this person becomes a bank. This thing becomes a bank. This investment company becomes a bank. Ripple becomes a bank. Are you seeing a little bit of let's play follow the leader here? But Crypto Hog, the price, Crypto Hog, they're not going up. Those kind of people, keep your mouth shut, okay? Quit saying dumbass shit on this channel, for God's sakes. Go watch the channels that give you the XRP is going to be at $1,000 in January 1st. XRP is going to be like 3 figures at 750. Man, go watch that kind of fucking dumbass shit, all right? Now all of a sudden, these people. What we got here, this is, okay, here's what the article's saying. I don't know when this is going to happen. I'm fine with it. I'll just keep accumulating crypto every month or making these shows, whatever. This is indicative. Indicative. That's not a sex term. This is indicative of, it's almost like the homomorphic from yesterday. I'm like, shit, what's going on with all this dick stuff, man? Crypto Hulk, are you sending out a signal? No, man, I don't know. Yesterday we're talking about homomorphic, and this one's talking about indicative. I'm like, fuck. I got to run away from it. I got to turn on some port or something here. Indicative of a shift toward regulated. We're moving into a shift towards regulated institutional grade infrastructure, everybody. That's integrated into global financial markets. This, oh my God, we're going to go over this concept again because this is so massive. I can't just read right through this article. Okay, off to the next article like all these fucking other channels. Okay, 10 minutes, we're done with the show. What? We've got to read an article and critically examine it. This BitGo, okay, never happened before. It's indicative of a shift toward regulated. Regulation is what we need for institutional grade integrated infrastructure. This BitGo opens the door for all the institutions to get regulated into the global financial market. It's spreading throughout the whole world, everybody. Institutions are going to lead the way. We get rich after they get the green light. That's how this shit works, not you. I'm sorry. You got this 12-year-old or 5-year-old mentality that the whole world revolves around you. Maybe it's like 2 or 3 years old. Don't we feel that when we're 3, the whole world revolves around us? And if we scream, then mommy comes over, and I see these parents. Man, if my kids scream, I'll tell you what, take her to the bathroom and slap her hand. That's how we dealt with stupid shit from kids' behavior. The kid would get the warning, you keep doing that dumb shit, we're going to take you in the bathroom. I'm going to make you really fucking cry. I wouldn't quite use the F word, but my little daughter kind of knew that's how it goes. She wouldn't do that fake crying shit in public and irritate the fuck out of everybody, because I was going to irritate the fuck out of her going in the bathroom and slapping the shit out of her hands, okay? She learned real quick. But let's move on. Let's not talk about Crypto Hulk's child rearing practices. Mike Belch, CEO of BitGo, believes the firm's federal charter is not just a milestone for BitGo. Listen to this. It's a milestone for the industry. I was like, what? Oh my God, it's coming, everybody. It's getting set up. This is just the first example. You are watching right now the first example of the industry coming into the regulatory world and global infrastructure of crypto as we know it. This is massive right here. Big crypto hog. The price. Why is it not 100? Why is XRP not $1,000 on January 1st? Is my favorite YouTuber wrong, or should I get him some new toothpaste to shine his teeth up? The firm says it plans to continue its own product expansion, security, regulatory capabilities, and global growth. Oh my God. Let me check some comments on this. I got a little deep dive for you too. Robert Driscoll says, holla. What we got here? Larry Brotherton was late, but you know what? He greased some wheels, so we're gonna let him slide this time. Here's Iron Sheik XDC. Everyone's busy crying about Jeff Nakamoto. The Bitcoin maxis are losing their shit. I don't even know who Jeff Nakamoto is. I don't care, actually. The only thing I care about is finding news and reporting it to use. That's it, honestly. Chris Sharpie says, I don't drink anymore. It was causing me problems. Been over 2 years since are we having an AA meeting or something here? I'm just wondering. You can create your own miracles. Not believing, not faith, but the knowing. You just can't control the timing. It comes, it will come. It's up to you. Don't exclude the San Francisco bathhouse comments. Oh, how funny. All right. Fred Theus. Fred Theus. Thank you very much. Tax-free donation. Let's look at the deep dive. I already showed you the BitGo website. It's nice and pretty. You can look through. What do they got? Prime services, ecosystem, stablecoins, wallet services, crypto as a service. You got BitMine, World Liberties involved, 21 shares, SWI. Monetary freedom, always architect the new economy. Cash and crypto in one place. Hold, send, trade, finance. Global client support, white label solutions, withdrawal 7 days a week. OCC approved crypto custody. I'm telling you, everybody, this is the first one. You're seeing all this right here. The door has been opened. It's kind of like, you ever watch those late to class fee incurred and paid, says Wayne Crypto 101, tax-free, IRS, go shove it up your, you know what, your booty hole. This whole thing, it's New York Stock Exchange approved. I mean, we're literally watching what's coming. What I want you to focus on, Crypto Hulk, brand new people, because the people that have known about the show, they already know. Focus on the news that I show you. The only thing you need to focus on. Everything else going on around outside of my program, tune out. The good, the bad, the good and the bad. Right now, everything is like, yeah, it goes up and down, okay? XRP goes to $5, $10 tomorrow. Crypto Hulk, y'all people doing this. Crypto Hulk, oh my God, we're at $5 or $10. Oh, hold on, I think I need to blow a fat one in my pants. Okay, I think I'm done. And then tomorrow, oh shit, we're back down to $2 again. See, look this. I've heard all the dumb shit. I don't fucking care. XRP until all these banks are in, until we have crypto laws, regulations, tokenization. Dude, this shit doesn't fucking matter to me. You don't get it. XRP can literally go to $10 tomorrow. I don't fucking care. It doesn't fucking matter to me. But you're still gonna say, but Crypto Hulk, look, oh shit, popping bottles with models. Crypto Hulk, when are we getting our yacht? Dude, $10 XRP? Fuck, man, they can do shit. These are the same people that they get attracted to these crypto channels, giving price predictions, and they get caught up in all kinds of dumb shit scams. It's the same fucking people. Oh, speaking of scam, I got a call this weekend on a Sunday. Okay, maybe it was a Saturday or a Sunday. All right, I just want to. The guy calling claimed, first he asked for me by name. I already know that's a problem. So I'm like, he asked me, hi, is Crypto Hulk there? But he didn't say Crypto Hulk. Hi, is Crypto Hulk there? I already know right off the top, that's not the way I was raised to talk on the phone. So this person is trying to fucking play me right off, or they don't give a shit about treating me with respect. So now we're going to play this fucking game. So I'm like, well, it depends on who's calling. So he asks, is Crypto Hulk there? Well, it depends on who's calling. I just give him that fucking answer. And then they kind of give this little, yeah, this is Officer Jones. This is what he said, from like the New York State Police Department or some shit like that. And I'm like, really? Number one, you don't even sound like you're in law enforcement. I've worked in law enforcement. I know how these people sound. Not like this fucking cream puff, okay? So it wasn't some Indian person. I'm telling you, I've got a police report. You are going to be arrested by the police unless you send me $300. So at least it wasn't like some dude named Singh Jip or something like that from fucking India. This guy appeared to sound Caucasian, North American, no accent, so he wasn't from the South. You know what's funny? Let me tell you something. Here's the first thing he gave it away. This dumbass motherfucker, one, doesn't sound like a cop. And number two, he told me he's working for the New York State Police. He don't even have an accent. He didn't even, look, if someone's from New York and they're in the police and all that shit, if they, I understand they can't be cussing on the phone and shit, but you got to kind of have an accent or something. You've got to kind of have a little, I'm from New York. So, right? There's no accent whatsoever. There's no way. I mean, you can live in New York and not have an accent or something, but if you're in police and in New York, you better have some kind of more than what he sounded. So and then he starts asking me, there was this person, it was a terrorist or something, and they got stopped at JFK Airport, and they had a bunch of electronic devices, and one of them had your name on it, and we need to verify your identity. I'm thinking, this dude thinks I'm going to bend over. He's going to try to fuck me in my ass. What the fuck's wrong with this guy? You got to pay me first. But I'm like, so what we have to do today is verify my identity. Yeah, he's got these devices, and I'm the investigator on this case. I'm like, this dude is so fucking stupid. He does not realize I've worked law enforcement, and you don't even. I just know this dude's a fucking fake as a $2.50 bill. So what I'm going to do, what we can do here real quick, I'm doing this. Okay, mind you, it's a Saturday or a Sunday. Who the fuck? No, they don't. No. People don't do that shit. Okay. No, we don't call people. There's these warning flags going off. And then eventually he's like, yeah, we just need to verify your identity with your name and some other auxiliary information. And I'm like, click. I hung up. Dude kept calling back about two more times. I just fucking blocked it. But beware, because a lot of these wallets and scam things, I almost felt that it could have been an AI call. listening to his voice almost sounded like he was either reading something, but he was really good if he did. It didn't sound like it was just flowing. It almost sounded like it was a prepared speech that was carefully talked through, and it was orchestrated to sound a certain way. That's why I was saying this might be AI. So anyhow, be aware of scams out there. The Force says Hulk team. Now let's get into the deep dive with this BitGo. Why is this BitGo? BitGo is a leading digital asset infrastructure company founded in 2013, just about the same time Ripple hit the scene. Very interesting. Ripple pretty much hit the scene in 2013, specializing in providing secure, regulated solutions for institutional investors. Oh, are we seeing here what's going on? The institutions, financial institutions, and enterprises in the cryptocurrency and blockchain space. It offers services including qualified custody. Now that word, there's a reason they're using that word. Qualified, because that means in the future, I'm telling you what, if your shit's on a hardware wallet or something, they probably won't let it get into the system. I'm just guessing. Just being negative Nancy. But they have qualified cold and hot wallets. They have staking. They have trading. They have financing. They have settlement. They have stablecoin issuance and crypto as a service integration. See, they're going to have it all. It sounds to me like this is for institutions. As of early 2026, BitGo manages over $104 billion in assets, has created 99.3 million wallets, serves as the #1 custodian and staking provider globally. Well, that would be Fireblocks or BNY Mellon. It operates with a focus on regulatory compliance. Has $250 million in insurance coverage for digital assets. They support 1,500 different cryptos, over 69 blockchain networks. The first publicly traded, here we go, the first publicly traded, federally chartered digital asset infrastructure company. This development is a big deal because it marks a pivotal milestone for the maturation of the digital asset industry, bridging, here we go, traditional finance, that means all the old fogies, with crypto. Oh man, Crypto Hulk. See, it's getting all set up. I want you to look at crypto like this. Now is your opportunity. This is the last leg of the race. All these years, you've been early to crypto, so early. Some of you guys like 8 years. Some guy said the other day has been waiting 8 years. Look what we got going. Have you ever seen this before? No, you haven't. That's a rhetorical question. You don't need to answer. It's fine. Have you ever seen anything like this? No, Crypto Hulk. This is the first time. You just said it was the first. Would you shut up? Quit being a smart ass, Jimmy. We are bridging traditional finance with crypto through enhanced regulatory oversight, transparency, and guess what? Institutional trust. This thing has the anointing of the OCC. The very first time this has ever happened, a publicly traded charter company, they got all the green lights. They got all the green lights for everything. They're not getting in trouble. They are not getting in trouble. They are able to do all things crypto. The federal charter allows BitGo, listen to this, to operate as a national trust bank, providing regulated services across all 50 U.S. continental United States under a unified federal framework. This continental in Hawaii. This positions BitGo at the forefront of institutional adoption, enabling banks, asset managers, and investors to engage with crypto more securely. Everybody can come in, asset investors, banks. You see what this is? This is the green light, everybody. This is what we've been waiting for. The rich people are going to get all hooked up first. It means you got to watch them. Like, you know how it was like at a special event where the parents are eating dinner and the kids have to sit in the other room and just look at the parents. And the little kids got to sit in the other room because they make too much fucking noise and they're either arguing or they're just saying dumb little kid shit that adults don't want to hear. That's what's going on. We are the dumb little kids sitting in the room off to the side. The parents are at the table talking about how they're going to change the world. This is what we got going on right this time. This positions BitGo at the forefront of institutional adoption. Oh my God, are we hearing this? This enables banks. This enables asset managers and investors to engage with crypto right now. Now, they had an IPO, raised $212 million. That's good. The company, BitGo, is now worth close to $3 billion. Oh, my God. Listen to this. This right here, this event, Graka's saying, signals growing mainstream acceptance of crypto infrastructure. There you go. It's the green light. It's been broadcasted to all the banks in the country and the world. Hey, look at us. It's okay now to come out of the closet. Not literally, you guys, please. Don't ask, don't tell. It's my policy, just like Bill Clinton, all right? CEO of BitGo, Mike Belsch, described what just happened as a milestone for the crypto industry, emphasizing a new era of trust, regulation, and resilience in digital assets. Nothing has ever happened this big in crypto. They just gave this bank a green light to hook it up with all the banks and everybody in the whole fucking country. You are gonna have a rush. We're seeing it right now. They open up the door. BitGo opened up the door. The government opened up the door with BitGo. Now we're going to see a lot of companies rushing in doing the same thing, and it's going to spread. There's going to be so many of these fucking banks. I'm going to predict all the banks eventually are going to, we all know they're all going to have crypto for sale, staking, DeFi, everything that we want, the banks are going to have. I'm showing you just the first one. Somebody's got to go first. Nobody wants to be last. Watch what happens now. They're the first ones. So all the little chickens are going to be looking to see what happened. What are they doing? They're doing this. They're doing staking. They're doing this. DeFi. They're doing that. Well, why aren't we doing it? Come on, man. Let's get going. Let's get us one of these charters. Shit, they're making billions over there. That's how this happens. It's the same in cryptocurrency. People are afraid. Now let's look at the company a little bit. Let me Mike Belsch owns 11 million shares of BitGo. Man, this dude's been around since like Netscape. That's like 97 or some shit. So he's been in this his whole life. He's got some big shots working with them. I'm not going to get into the people working for him. They all come from like Andreessen Horowitz and just all the top people. This is not some little tiny tech startup. Now, guess who's helped supporting this? Hedera, HBAR crypto, everybody. Polygon, Ethereum. But blockchain supports these. BitGo is a Hedera Council member. Oh my God. Let me tell you, HBAR, pretty much my biggest holding. HBAR crypto, buy it at Caleb and Brown. You won't be sad you did. Chain supports that. Federal charter. No major red flags. It used to be a South Dakota trust. It says December 2025, conversion from South Dakota trust. Partnerships. JP Morgan's involved in this. You're not going to have the biggest thing like this without like JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs. This right here, everybody, this is the green light. For those people that know, now you're at the tail end of this race. You maybe got 6 months. I don't know. I don't like giving time frames. I'll leave that to Shiny Teeth Guy, right? But I'm just showing you strict fundamentals on what's happening here. The partnerships with BitGo, Polymesh, Galaxy Digital, Gate, it's a crypto exchange, StableX, Falcon Finance, not Blue Falcon, Hedera, custody for HBAR. They're a Hedera member on the Hedera Council. So BitGo is heavily integrated into Hedera. I'm glad I got that crypto. Rain. And those are the partnerships of the BitGo. That's the article. That was their website. Overview of BitGo. That's the deep dive. Let me check the comments real quick. 42 minutes. Robert Driscoll. Go BitGo. First mover advantage. Thanks, Hulk. You know, when people look back in the future, and all these cryptos are super expensive, they're going to see the Crypto Hulk show. They're going to see you guys were right here. You're going to be, that's me. I'm Mr. OG. And see that? They're going to look back in the top chat. Well, there's Stephen Morris. He was always saying rookie numbers, telling that Hulk can't slam the fattest dope sack on the planet. He's calling. If Hulk said he could store 5 pounds of cocaine, Stephen Morris say rookie numbers. I could do 10. Oh my God. John Follett, we think we smart while our heads are buried in the sand. Thanks, Hulk, for pulling up our heads. I want you to focus on the fundamentals of my program. I deep dive. I show you the connections for a reason. We're not looking at the price. We'll let dumb shit channels talk about price. My job is to research, investigate, and report the connections, the use case, and all the good stuff that we need to know. If you like a certain crypto and if it appeals to you, buy it. Hold it at Caleb Brown in institutional custody. Get your Crypto Hulk lawyer right here, the bottom left corner of the screen. All this is for a reason. We want to be ready Don't let this shit happen and say, oh shit, I got to do this now. Oh, you just fucked up, didn't you? Yes, you did. 552 man, member for 8 months, 2024 crypto explosion level. Thanks for being at that member level. I appreciate that. Greatest education ever. Thanks, Hulk. This will be your best college degree you could ever have. Some of you never had the opportunity to go to college. Some of you don't really think it's all that important. I'm probably maybe one to incline to agree with that, because I think some of the best, smartest, richest people in the world never went. I mean, Zuckerberg, Elon Musk and shit. Wasn't Elon Musk like homeschooled or some shit? So it's like, anyhow, let me get back on the subject. So let's go. Look at this next article here. Ripple with diamonds. Remember we talked about diamonds? We talked about a crypto called diamonds. Yes, we did, but this is not that, and that is not this. Now Ripple's in the game, kind of like diamonds. That's that Luxembourg bank thing with the diamonds thing. All right. Here we go. Here's a use case for Ripple. I've not heard about this on any other crypto, big crypto, except diamonds. Ripple-backed custody secures $280 million in diamond tokenization push in the United Arab Emirates. Everybody, we're starting to get diamonds put on the XRP ledger. I want you to see what's going on. The articles that I read to you are all for a purpose. I'm trying to show you every fucking show. We are moving closer. There's this kind of adoption. They're bringing in this other kind of adoption. We're going to put land on the ledger, diamonds on the ledger. There's 2 things we need to be rich. 1, global crypto laws. Now, global crypto laws. All these countries have to have the same laws. What's the number 2 thing? Global tokenization. What are we seeing here? Global tokenization. This is a starting point. We're not done. You're not going to be rich tomorrow, so just fucking deal with it. They're going to put $280 million worth of diamonds on the XRP ledger. This is just the beginning. The BitGo article was just the beginning. That's the first bank to ever do that in the entire world. Now, here's what we got here. The project has already moved more than $280 million of polished diamonds on chain in Dubai. With Ripple, listen to this now, with Ripple providing custody infrastructure as the firms work toward a regulated tokenized setup. Let's look at this really quick. Let me show you something here. Oh, wait till you see what Crypto Hulk has for you. Where is that? Give me a second to find this. Oh, here we go. Nobody else in the whole crypto space. I found this for you guys. Look what we got here. It's called Ripple Singapore. Oh, shit, Crypto Hulk. Fuck yeah. Now, I want you to go up to the 1 minute, 15 second mark. 1 minute, 15 second mark. What we're looking at here, nobody else has this. Nobody has the Ripple cut. Ripple must love me just showing this stuff. Like, how the fuck does this Crypto Hulk guy find this stuff? Who is somebody a leak? Is somebody leaking this to Crypto Hulk? How the fuck? This guy found this like 3 years ago and he keeps showing it. Now go to the 2 minute, 15 second, 2 minute, 16 second mark. 2 minute, 16 second mark. What do we got here? Well, there's a Ripple symbol and it says Ripple Singapore. Then it says gold and silver in your wallet. Oh, so they must have had wallets, Crypto Hulk, way back in 2013. Yes, they did. And I'm showing you this right here. And go to the 2-minute, 31-second mark. 2-minute, 31-second mark. What do we got here? Buy bullion directly on the Ripple market. What? Buy bullion directly on the Ripple market for any currency or asset. Are you seeing this? This whole shit has already been done. I've been showing you for 3 years. 3 years we've been showing you this stuff. You can buy bullion, gold, and silver through Ripple. Yep. You ever heard of that on any other channel? Nope. Crypto Hulk's been telling you this for years. I've also been telling you Ripple's going to come out with a wallet because they already have one. They just haven't told you. They haven't told anybody. Crypto Hulk knows for years in advance. Zoltar told me. You can buy bullion directly. We're at the 2-minute, 31-second mark. Buy bullion directly on the Ripple market for any currency or asset, or simply buy bullion that I can't read the rest. It shows you the 4 people who invented it. But if we look right here at the 3-minute, 48-second mark. Look at the 3-minute, 48-second mark. What do we see here? As the asset handled by this gateway. Note the concepts are applicable to blank as physical commodities, securities, fiat currencies, and more. What is this? This is the Ripple gateway called Ripple Singapore, where they had commodities, securities, fiat, gold, silver, crypto, all of this. Kind of sounds like a BitGo, doesn't it? It has all the stuff in it. Yeah, that's because it's all based on Ripple, everybody. All this shit was already done. I've been showing you this since 2023. No other channel has a fucking clue. So, already moved more than $280 million. See, this has already been done. I'm going to tell you, moving diamonds probably since for the past 13 years, 12 years ago. This is not new news. If you watch Crypto Hulk Show, this is old news. But to the normies that watch other channels, it's news to them. Oh, it's a big deal. Ripple's doing this. Look what Ripple's doing, everybody. Woo-hoo! I've been showing you Ripple Singapore. They've been doing this, gold, silver, and everything, diamonds, whatever. I've been showing you that for 3 years. The other channels, they haven't even been on for 3 years. Shiny Teeth hasn't even been on for 3 years. Okay. Now, this is Billiton Diamond and tokenization firm Control Alt. That's CTRL and then space and then Alt. So this thing is called Billiton Diamond and tokenization firm. It's called Control Alt. That's the name of this company. They have moved more than 280 million in certified polished diamonds on chain in the United Arab Emirates using Ripple's custody technology. Oh, and the XRP ledger. Now, I'm not going to get into it now. You can look on my post page and we can see that Ripple had a vault. Ripple has a vault in Singapore. I already did all this 3 years ago. Once in a while I show you. It's called the Safe House. That's where Ripple stores these diamonds. Has Ripple ever told you about the Safe House? No. Has any other channel told you that Ripple uses the Safe House? No, just Crypto Hulk. But they use the Safe House. That's what Ripple's custody is this thing called the Safe House. We'll go over it again sometime if you want. I could show you. And they use the ledger. The project with diamonds aims to create institutional grade tokenization pipeline for polished stones. but broader platform rollout and distribution will depend on approval from the DVARA, V-A-R-A, Dubai Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority. While Ripple provides the underlying custody and token infrastructure, key market details such as redemption, mechanics, minimum lot sizes, and pricing for individual stones remain unclear, raising questions about how tradable the tokens will be beyond a controlled pilot. Man, there's no question on that, these fucking dumbasses. It's going to be too easy. These news, this news, who wrote this article? Okay, Shorya Malwa. Shorwa Malwa has no fucking clue. He's like, well, how are they going to trade it? That's not possible. No, they can't beat Ethereum. No, don't let Ripple beat Ethereum. Why isn't Ethereum doing this? That is Shorwa Malwa. That puts Ripple in the plumbing layer rather than the marketplace layer, a distinction that matters because the harder question in tokenized commodities isn't minting tokens, it's whether they can trade meaningfully with tight spreads. They've already done it, Shorwa Malwa. It's called Ripple Singapore. Look it up, dumbass, or watch Crypto Hulk Show. They already know how they're going to move it around, you fucking cock. It's called Ripple Singapore. It's called Ripple Russia, Ripple China, Ripple Israel, Ripple Indonesia, Ripple Turkey. We can go on and on. This shit is already done, Shorwa Malwa. You have no fucking idea. He's like, how would redemptions work? What minimum lot sizes might look like? How would pricing? This guy has no fucking clue. This is a result of not watching Crypto Hulk Show. This guy has no idea how this shit's going to be done. I'm like, wow, dude. Okay. Hoops Haven. There you go. Thank you, Hoops Haven. Tax-free donation. Okay, I want to know why TJ Smith's comments are being shut down here. Because I'm not seeing anything that's... Mr. OG, I slept in. LOL. Why is that comment being taken out? His other comment looks like Robert Driscoll, Stu, disabled XRP. His comment, TJ Smith's comment, I got more GPUS at 18 cents. Don't know why that comment was taken down. His next comment said, agreed, that was taken out. Why is that? Why do we have moderators doing these things? I need to know. Maybe I need to get rid of somebody who's a moderator. Then they timed him out for 300 seconds. His last comment said, Mr. OG. That was his comment. Mr. OG, and that got him 300 seconds. By Jorge. So Jorge did that one. I'm not understanding the reasoning behind that. All right, we are at the 59-minute mark. Let me check some comments really quick. Jorge says, my daughter grabbed my phone. I don't know what she did. She's 2. Well, we ought to put her on payroll. She knows how to block people. I think I'll wrap it up with that. Let's summarize real quick for the end of the program. What we're seeing here is very massive moves being made. Ripple coming in, custodying diamonds. This is how we get rich. This is the starting of how we get rich. We're seeing all it. I don't care what the price. I don't care if it goes to a $1 tomorrow. I don't care if XRP, now if it goes to 50 cents or something tomorrow, I'm buying this shit. I'll find a way to come up with a couple thousand. I'll take a loan out or something, and I'll come out with $2,000 and pay it off in like 7 months or something, or 8 months if I have to. What we're looking at here are banks that are getting ready to come on in. We have a trust bank that got green lighted for everything, staking, DeFi, this, that, whatever it is. There, it's all good. This BitGo is the first charter bank, if you want to call it like that, crypto financial institution. It's a trust bank, so it's not quite a regular bank, but nonetheless, it's the first one in the United States. They totally got the green light for all kinds of crypto. Do you think everybody else, all the financial advisor companies and all, do you think they're just going to sit there and watch BitGo just make trillions of dollars? No, man, they're going to jump in. The race, somebody just pulled the trigger and the race started. BitGo is out front and they're running. They got ahead. First mover advantage. First, everybody else like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if we should go. I'm kind of afraid. I don't want to be first, but I don't want to be last. That's what's going on right here. We're watching this happen right in front of us. The banks just got the green light. Every day, I can show you, every day, some bank is applying some small little crypto company or crypto wants to become like a real bank. Like Pinocchio wanted to be a real boy. That's what he wanted. TJ Smith. Yay, party time. That's what we're seeing. Then we're seeing on the next article here, Ripple. Now, what's awesome is that we've already known for 3 years that Ripple has what's called the Safe House, Ripple Singapore, and that's how Ripple already had all this set up. See, do you think it's just by accident that BitGo's a Hedera partner? Because Hedera is a Ripple partner. Oh, shit. And they're partners with Algorand and Chainlink. Ripple is a software company. Ripple is the government acting as a software company to get this technology into the NASDAQ, the New York Stock Exchange, the London Stock Exchange, the Swiss SIX Exchange, all the exchanges in the world, all these banks in the world, they're all going to have this slaveware that we call crypto. It's slaveware because it's software slaveware. It's designed to get everybody bound to their phone, bound to a camera selfie, a voice analyzer, all kinds of stuff. This is how it's all being set up. Digital ID. Pretty soon, you just walk into an airport. You won't even need a passport. None of that. You won't need no passport. They're going to link up with all the This is all going to go global. This is going to be some kind of United Nations level shit where every country has a scanner thing and it's hooked into the UN. Eventually, it goes to the UN. Then you just walk into you could walk into a store. You can go to like fucking Spain. You could be living in California. Go to Spain. Don't have to have a wallet, nothing. Walk into a 7-Eleven, put your hand on the thing, do a selfie or whatever, and go buy your big gulp and a candy bar and walk out. It's going to be a globally linked system. They're going to know everywhere you go. Your government's going to know everywhere you go. My name's Crypto Hulk. That'll be a wrap for this program. I'm going to turn it over to the open show, free show, and I'll see you later in the cold plunge.